First, tell us about yourself, your name, background as a player, and coaching credentials.
I'm Kate Carr. I've been coaching for about 10 years, so I've been here for 5. I've coached at a couple of other institutions. I played in college at a small Division III school in Richmond, Indiana called Earlham College. And then I coached actually at one of our rivals, IU East, for a couple years, and then I ended up here. So yeah, been kind of a West Virginia native ever since.
How would you describe your coaching style?
Much more laid back. I am not the screamer and yeller on the sidelines. My girls can attest to that I'm much more prone to do my corrections in practice and in training sessions and get my digs in then. That way they know what they're supposed to be doing during games. So, a lot of my coaching occurs much more in training sessions when we try to get everything nailed down. I reference the term joysticking. I don't love to have to tell them play by play what they should be doing. I try to make sure that they know what they're doing and they're well prepared going into matches. And so usually that's kind of more of my forte.
What are your goals for the team this season?
I want them to really compete. We've been building back up from, a couple seasons that weren't as successful as we wanted them to be. I think we definitely have the personnel and the talent this year to really switch that on and get a good foot under us as far as building the program back up where we know it should be. So I think really finding that success, because the girls have been working extremely hard to find it the last couple seasons. So I think that hard work is really gonna pay off this year.
What sets WVU Tech women's soccer apart from other programs?
That they're a bunch of goofballs, and I love them for that. They definitely keep my job entertaining. There's nothing better than leaving, your health and happiness and your career path in the hands of 18 to 22-year-old girls. So they definitely keep everything interesting every day as a new experience, and they keep me laughing, and they make me love my job even more.
What will it take for your athletes to be successful this season?
They're going to have some big challenges ahead of them. Like I said, we've been kind of recouping from a couple of seasons that weren't as successful as we wanted them to be. So I know that the drive is there, but it's really going to come down to how they face new challenges, because we're in that point where it's a make or break. So are we going to push through some things? Are we going to fight a little harder for things that we might not have in the past? And how are we going to face those challenges and come out of them? So I think that's the biggest thing that we're going to have to see, is what kind of drive they really have to push through some of these obstacles that they've coming up this season.
Talk about your schedule and what's in store this season and how tough the River States Conference will be.
Our schedule this season looks pretty good. We've got some really challenging games in the past. We try to keep consistent talent in the mix as far as who we play outside of conference. So we lost a few of those last year, so we've got them coming back, and we're really ready to rebuttal on that one. So I'm excited to see where the girls go. We don't really schedule any cupcake games, so we don't do those boosters. We really like to challenge ourselves with the non-conference play. And in conference, there's a lot of really good talent out there. There's some big front runners that always end up being big rivals for us. So I'm excited to see how we match up against them this year compared to the last couple of years.
Well, thanks, Coach. So first, you'll introduce yourself, tell us your name, where you're from, what year you are, and what is your major.
My name is Angelina Taylor. I'm a senior. I'm from Beaver, West Virginia, and I'm majoring in biology.
How did you land at WVU Tech?
Since I'm a local, it was kind of a smarter decision for me to stay near family and just, commute to school and all, especially staying in West Virginia. It worked out better. And, I'm a family person, so it's nice.
What are the areas that you as an individual and the team are focusing on this year?
As a team, we're wanting to focus on double-digit wins this year as compared to last. And then as for individual, just focus on enjoying my last year and trying to make an impact on my team whenever I leave.
What is the greatest piece of advice that you have received in soccer?
My greatest piece of advice that I received was having fun and enjoying when you're playing, because the more you enjoy it, the better that you play, instead of just focusing on all the wrongs and all. Just focus on what you could do better next time.
What is your ideal game day, weather, time of day?
My ideal game day would be a night game. I like playing underneath, like the lights and all. And then a little bit of rain. I like, a little bit of slip and slide, it's kind of fun. So that would be my ideal.
Do you or anybody on the team have any fun rituals or anything that you do before a game that you always have to do?
We love having a little dance party in the locker room. It's kind of fun, just have music playing and, being a little silly before the game and just trying to let out nerves.
Do you have a favorite field that you look forward to playing at this season?
But probably just the home field, honestly. Like, I grew up playing on that field for high school and then a little bit for middle school. So, it means a lot to me.
What do you think is going to be your toughest competition this season?
Our toughest competition would probably be, I think Shawnee State is a really good team along with Kokomo. But the funnest, as in for rivalries and all, would be Rio. It's just the energy that we bring with the team and all, and especially fans. It's a big game.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.